Hello and welcome to Tarot by the Moon. Tasha here at Tarot by the Moon. Hello and welcome everybody. We're in the waning moon. I believe we're still in the end of Aquarius season. And we're just about to step into Pisces season. So it's sort of like saying goodbye and thank you to Aquarius season and having a look at the energies that we've integrated throughout the month of being our authentic self, being visionary, bringing that vision into being, etc., etc., and closing out that energy and getting ready to welcome in the Pisces energy. Also saying goodbye to this moon, seeing this moon out. The moon today, I believe it's in Scorpio. I'll just double check because my head's a little bit random today, to be honest with you. No, it's in Sagittarius. The moon is in Sagittarius. It's 14th today. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Obviously, it's Valentine's Day today, and romance and love are in the air, and it's a big theme of the day and even the month. I've really been feeling a lot of love today, but I've been feeling, and it's not just me, I notice everywhere I go, more people are cottoning on to the truth, which is, it's not just about sloppy, slushy, romantic, sexual, over-the-top kind of love. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you've got going on. Congratulations and all power to you. It's absolutely wonderful and magical when you're in it. But it's not just about that. And it shouldn't be about making people feel lonely or feel less than or feel like they are not worthy. In a way, it reminds me of Christmas. It's that energy of it's all fine and dandy when everything's going great, but it's about more than that. And it has to be about more than that, because otherwise it's excluding people. And if it's about excluding people, then I'm not down with it. This channel is about unity consciousness, and we're all about unity consciousness here at Tarot by the Moon. So that means everybody is worthy of love. Everybody is worthy of the highest vibration of love. Everybody is worthy of romantic love. And I just want to remind you, beautiful people, that it starts with self-love. And it really, really, really does. And you have to keep pushing those boundaries, working through those triggers that make you feel less than, worthy, that make you feel let down, that keep you looking back, that keep you holding on to people who hurt you, etc., etc., etc. It's time for forgiveness, it's time for healing, it's time to love yourself enough to forgive those people that have hurt you and let you down. It's time to love yourself enough to do that and to step into love and embody love, not just on Valentine's, not just in February, but all the time, every day, you know it. So we're all about embodying love here, as we already know. So today's theme is very lovey-dovey, okay? So I wasn't sure if I was going to come on today or not. I've been trying to get some tarot done, and it's just not happening this afternoon. So it's time for me to come on and do this for you, my loves, because I'm getting my house worked on in the week. I'm going to have a fair bit of upheaval up in the home this week, so I don't know when I'll be able to come back on, to be honest with you. But it'll be fine. We'll see how we go. Right. So today, really exciting as well. I've got some new cards to show you. I've got a set of new tarot cards. They're absolutely beautiful, and I've been looking at them for the last couple of days, and they are the Pre-Raphaelite Tarot. And today I went down to the shop to get some daily essentials to the local supermarket, and couldn't resist it, could I? Remember, I said, I don't know if you've watched my channel, and if you have, hello and welcome and thank you. But I do use these Angel Blessing Oracle cards quite a lot. And if you've watched my channel before, and I'm sure the other day I said to you guys, oh my goodness, I wouldn't like to say how many years I've had these cards for. I've had them for a very, very long time, 20 plus years. And they came free with a magazine. And I said to you, oh my goodness, I don't even know if this magazine is still in print anymore. It's called Soul and Spirit. I said that the other day on the channel after using these cards. Goes down to my local supermarket earlier on. What jumps out at me? You know, as it does. Soul and Spirit magazine. It's still going strong. And they had free cards, so I couldn't resist, could I? It seemed right. It seemed only right. So I got the free Goddess cards, which I've also been looking at today. So, thank you if you're here for the first time, and thank you if you're returning to the channel. I hope you're going to continue to enjoy it. I'm a little bit discombobulated today, and I didn't realise how discombobulated I was until I've tried speaking to you guys. That's interesting. Okay, so yeah, let's go in. The moon is waning out, so that always makes me feel a little bit weird. Maybe it's that. So we're releasing, we're saying goodbye to what we don't want. We're letting go of old versions of ourselves. We're letting go, I want to say, of, especially on Valentine's Day, because it's a good time to notice it. It's just come into my consciousness now. Like old structures and old ways and old expectations of what we do on Valentine's Day. Like, even if you are in love, even if you are madly in love with somebody in a slushy, romantic and sexual way, I feel like we're leaving a lot of that behind. I feel like we're finding new ways to be within that structure in any case, and to honour that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't honour your loved one with, you know, treats and flowers and pouring love onto them or whatever, but I think that love should be celebrated, in fact, very much so. But I just feel like there's a new energy trying to come in of, I don't know, I can't explain it. I'm being shown a man being given flowers. Yeah. I don't know if somebody's doing that, who's watched the channel. But it's that energy of, it's completely, it's about making it equal. I don't know, it's about equality. It's about the men also nurturing their divine feminine. It's about, because what I did think, I was down at the supermarket this morning, and there were a lot of husbands down there buying treats for their wives and whatever. And you know, the big brand supermarkets are doing very well out of it, aren't they? And I was thinking, a lot of these guys look rather, I don't know, it's a bad thing to say, but they did look a bit henpecked. And me being sensitive and everything, I was picking that energy up of, a lot of them are in fear. They're buying treats for their wives and whatever, but I can feel the fear. I can feel the fear pouring off them of, what if they've got the wrong thing, or done the wrong thing, or it's not enough, or... And I was thinking, this is wrong. This is so wrong. And I'm sure we've all received those kinds of, been in those sorts of dynamics ourselves, and I know I'm no better than anyone. I've been in that kind of dynamic myself, and it's like, yes, we should honour each other. Yes, we should celebrate each other. Yes, we should absolutely celebrate with flowers and all the wonderful things that we want to celebrate with. But we should do it with love in our heart from the beginning. If you've gone, I love my wife, I love her, I don't want to annoy her on Valentine's Day, I love my husband, I don't want to annoy him. Another thing came into my consciousness this morning was, women tend to give up sexually on Valentine's time, right? And it's like, really? You know, and again, I've been part of that dynamic. I'm not saying I'm above anyone, but now it's like, really, you know, have a little think, because your body is your temple. I know it sounds corny, but it is. It's your vessel for the divine to work through. And if you are not 100% sure that you feel you want to be intimate with somebody, never mind what anniversary it is, what Valentine's Day it is, what the hell's going on, then you don't. You honour yourself first. And if anything like that is going to occur between you and somebody special, then it'll occur when it occurs. It doesn't have to be pressured into, oh yes, it's Valentine's Day, so tonight I give my boyfriend a special treat, so tonight I sleep with him, or wherever, or any time, you know. It should be when you are 100%, you love yourself first. You keep giving yourself that love first, and you keep checking in with yourself. You're not 100% feeling it, then it's fine. It's about teaching each other unconditional love as well, isn't it? The more each party in a relationship does that, the more we teach each other unconditional love, because then you're teaching each other unconditional love. It's all, don't expect sexual favours, don't expect bunches of supermarket flowers, and then to still love each other and to still understand that those feelings are still there, you know, and to nurture those. I hope this has come across. It's a bit random, and I really feel like I'm rambling, and I'll tell you why, because all day today I've been waiting to do tarot readings, and I've had my energy built up ready to plug into people, and I haven't had those tarot readings. One thing or another, they just haven't come through for me today. So that's why I thought it's still time for me to come on and do this. So that's probably why my energy is so la la la. Anyway, my darlings, let's go in with the reading. thank you. As I say, give me the thumbs up, give me the like, give me the share, give me the subscribe. It's wonderful to hear from each and every one of you, and it's really important that I get the subscribes, likes, shares. Okay, my darling, super important. So what I thought we'd do today, I thought we'd go back to an older tarot set that we used to use a lot, which is the Crystal Power one, which is the original one I bought for the channel actually for you guys. I had the same I had one tarot deck for around about 20 years, then I bought the Thoth Tarot about 6 years ago, and then around about 2 years ago when I started doing tarot regularly, especially with you guys, I bought this new one, which was like, it was mind-blowing at the time because I've literally been just using basically the one and studying the Thoth. So I bought this one, and it's an old favourite, so I thought I'd bring it back today. And then we've got a really old one and a really new one. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. I suppose there's a reason it'll come out now. And the same with the oracle cards. And the romance angels here, of course, naturally. So what I do, it's what I call my element spread. Okay, and we do 4 cards, my loves. You don't need to be any particular star sign to enjoy this reading at all. I work on the premise that we all have the various elements within our chart, and that we all work within those elements in one sense or another. Okay, I know I'm going to get King of Wands energy today. I love that King of Wands, he's so beautiful. And there it is, my loves. Okay, so I do what I call my element spread. Yeah, stick with me now, it'll all make sense. I'm a little bit scattered today, so do forgive me, it's just the energy. Okay, the first one represents air. That's our health, mental, thought process, thought and action, our mental processes. Okay, mental health. The second one represents water. That's our heart, our feelings and our emotions. The third one represents fire. So that can stand for passion, creativity, even lust. And the fourth one represents earth, and that is how we're dealing on the day-to-day, on the earth plane, on the 3D, how we're pulling everything together into manifestation. Okay, my loves. So I hope that makes sense. It's what I call a microcosm, macrocosm reading. Somebody else described a similar reading the other day as a heaven and earth reading, and I thought exactly that's what I mean by microcosm, macrocosm. So it's what's going on in the greater large, what's going on for humanity as a whole, etc. And is also reflected what's going on in our daily lives. This may really resonate for you in a very personal way. It may not, or it may resonate to how we are doing at large. Humanity is doing at large, as I mentioned in the preamble. So worth bearing in mind that whatever you're healing on your day-to-day, in your micro, in your personal life, okay, you're not only healing it for yourself, you're healing it for the entire of humanity. Powerful stuff. Okay, my darlings. Right, first off the bat, from the Crystal Power Tarot, we have got a Two of Swords energy. Two of Swords energy's come up a lot this week when I've been doing different tarot readings for people and whatever. Seems to be quite dominant energy at the minute, and it's all about a stalemate kind of energy and indecision. It's about feeling a little bit stuck and not knowing what to do, whether to turn this way, whether to turn that way. There's a sense of not being able to see what's just behind you, and what's just behind you is not always a bad thing. It's very often something that can make you feel a lot safer, something that can make you feel a lot more stable and secure if you were to just take a step back and really look at the situation, get out of that stalemate energy for a minute and I want to say take a leap of faith. There's no cards here to suggest that, but that's what's coming to me, my loves, okay? But we'll get more into it as we go along. But in our minds, we're feeling stuck. Now, this is Valentine's Day. Here we go. We're feeling stuck. Perhaps about those intimate relationships. Perhaps about continuing them on the next phase of life, or holding back on your love. Maybe we'll see as we go along. The next one coming up in our emotions is the Three of Wands. This is about energetically moving forward. This is about actually believing that you can achieve your goals and moving ahead as well. This is quite like a clash of energy today, so it's no wonder I'm feeling a little bit skedaddle. It feels like, oh, I've got all this energy, I'm ready to go, I can realise all my goals. Literally, I have the energy I need to do. Like 3 of Wands, I'm energetic, I'm doing things, I'm moving forward, I'm quite confident, I believe in my stuff. I'm overcoming great hardships even, and I'm leaving that behind, and I'm moving on to better things. The heart is showing you that, but the head is still stuck. No wonder I'm feeling this weird energy today. The head is still stuck in, what if I get hurt again? What if this happens again? What if that happens again? What if this is a mistake? You know, at the end of the day, we've got to live life, whether we make mistakes or not, whether we get hurt or not. Life's been trying to show me that a lot lately, personally as well. Of yeah, you know, we're empaths, we're sensitives, we're psychic, and all of this. So we're shielding ourselves, and we're not engaging with people, and we're keeping energetically clean and all of that. But you can be energetically sterile too. Sometimes you've got to take a chance. Sometimes you've got to lay your hair down. Sometimes you've got to trust somebody. Okay, my loves. The next one coming in is in our passions. It's the 7 of Swords. As I suspected, there has been hurt you before. Okay, the 7 of Swords represents some kind of sneaky behaviour or deceitful behaviour. Whether this is you yourself displaying that deceitful or sneaky behaviour, or whether this is somebody close to you that you're suspicious of treating you in that way, only you can answer that, and we might yet dig into it in the reading. However, I do feel this is more what's holding you back, because this area of the reading represents fire and our creativity and how we move forward and get things done. Represents our fire, okay? And that's our solar plexus, and I feel like that's what's blocking it. That's what's blocking it. It's bringing it back to that mental block, that sword energy. 2 to the 7. It's somebody's been treated very, very badly. Very, very underhand behaviour, very deceitful, very sneaky, very crafty, and it's difficult to move forward and move past that and trust and forgive. So difficult. So difficult. But if we can, my love, if we can, like I said to you in the preamble, the energy came up in the preamble, and I'm not surprised it's there now, of loving yourself enough to forgive. Loving yourself enough to forgive. Have a think about that. Not loving the other person who hurt you enough. Nobody's asking you to do that. It's not how it actually works. It's about loving yourself enough to forgive, so you can be free of that finally, okay? That needed to be said. King of Wands. He is absolutely beautiful. He is magnetic. He is creative. He is fiery. He is passionate. He is full of confidence, and he is absolutely beaming with confidence and self-love. And he's a King of Wands, and that's how he's got there. He hasn't got there by holding himself back. He hasn't got there by holding on to past hurts. He hasn't got there by having this clash between his head and his heart. You haven't got there by wearing a blindfold and being scared of what's around the next corner in life. You've got there by being bold, assertive, confident, acting from his heart, overcoming hurts, transcending fears. This is very much fire sign energy, so this might be affecting a lot of Leos, Sagittarius. I forgot the effect, it's ridiculous. Brain today anyway, all the fire signs, and you might have strong fire in your chart. So, for instance, myself, I'm Cancer Sun, water element, but in my fire I'm Leo, so you might have Venus in Leo or something like that, okay, which is what I've got. This is what we need to do. We need to move forward boldly, we need to move forward confidently and assertively. And assertive means assertive, and that means like to be calm and confident and sure of yourself, that you're going to get what you want, that everything's going to be okay, that you're expecting the best outcome for yourself, that you're realising that you deserve the best, and you're loving yourself enough to show the universe and everyone around you that just that. There we go, my loves. This is moving along quite quickly. I had a feeling it would. And I know a lot of you perhaps haven't got time for like listening to my tarot reading this week if you're busy with your loved one and celebrating and having a nice time. So I do appreciate you dropping in and spending some time and energy with me. This is the brand new tarot, the pre-Raphaelite tarot I was chatting to you about earlier on. So this is its debut on the channel. And as I say, I've been playing with it all week long and I've been absolutely loving it. So this is to clarify. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Okay. So, to clarify that Two of Swords, to clarify that feeling of stalemate energy, of indecision, of stuck, okay? We've got a Hermit coming from the pre-Raphaelite tarot, the beautiful Hermit there, okay? It's very much the card of a single person. It's very much, I want to say, not just a single person, though. You can be in a relationship and be very lonely, you know? I've been part of that dynamic too. Now, I'm just going to say that. I'm going to say there's something here about learning to be peaceful on your own, learning to enjoy your own company. And people say, oh yeah, I'm fine on my own, I enjoy my own company, but deep down they don't. Deep down they're still looking for external support. Deep down they're still looking for other people to come and rescue them. Or, well, when are you going to phone me? Well, when's this one doing this? When's that doing? Learn to be peaceful and happy on your own. It's the greatest, one of my friends posted earlier on, it's one of the greatest self-care things you can do for yourself. It's one of the most empowering actions you can give yourself in life, is to be totally fine on your own before you even go there with loving somebody else, you know. And that can work whether you're in a relationship dynamic or whether you are actually a single person, okay, my loves. But we will have a little look at the actual reference for this particular tarot, because we can, and it's insightful. You need to shed light on the past to evolve in the future. Crisis, wisdom, loneliness, poverty, asceticism and contemplation. You need to shed light on the past to evolve in the future. Exactly, there's something new that's still being healed from the past. And, you know, Valentine's Day is a massive trigger for healing those things. Massive, massive trigger for where your heart's at, where you are in relationship to your intimate partners or your own body, or, you know, any of that side of life. So yeah, we're doing that. We're just doing that, just that. Three of Wands is actually clarified by the Queen of Cups. She's absolutely beautiful. Look at those gorgeous colours, absolutely popping. Love this Queen of Cups. She's got a gorgeous red dress on. She's absolutely resplendent. Huge cap sat on her lap. Looking very, very pleased with herself. Queen of Cups is all about the heart. This has come up in the area of emotions, and she is all about the emotions. She is all about the feels. She's all about the heart. Very often a water sign. So there could be somebody here that's a water sign, dealing with a water sign, has strong water sign placements. So that would be Pisces, Scorpio and Cancer. Let's have a little looky at the Queen of Cups. Listen to your heart, look through the eyes of your soul, sensitivity, imagination, insight and charm. Oh yes, if you have the charm. That's what I mean, she's absolutely resplendent, full of charm, full of beauty. Acting from your heart, very, very much so. Because this Three of Wands energy is really powerful. It's got that energetic push. Wants to push things forward, wants to move things forward, wants to get going. And I feel like it's at odds with that Two of Swords. It's a time to listen to your heart. The Queen of Cups is showing up to say, oh, I'm the authority here in this tarot reading. And actually she is, there's no one higher than her there. We're listening to our hearts, okay? So it's time to move forward. It's time to understand what a resplendent and gorgeous creature you are and move forward. With sensitivity, of course. Alright, Four of Swords is coming up to clarify that Seven of Swords. I'm really happy to see that. It's the perfect remedy for the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is about hurt, it's about malice, it's about people being deceitful, people being sneaky, etc, etc. And the Four of Swords is coming to heal us. The Four of Swords is all about the healing. It's about taking time to recover and rest. It's about minor illness, possibly even, or surgery. As you can see, the figure on that pre-Raphaelite image there is just lying there going, leave me alone. And that's absolutely fine. We can't be on all the time, can we? We're not in bloom all the time. We've got to listen to our own cycles, we've got to listen to our own rhythms. And this Valentine's Day has been a trigger, a massive trigger for, yeah, you feel that hurt come up, you feel let down, you feel lonely, you feel left out, you feel all of those heartaches that you've suffered in the past, and you have to remember all of those lovers that perhaps you still miss from time to time, or that kind of energy. That's okay, let it come up. Don't see it like, oh, Valentine's Day, I hate it, I've got to hide away from it. See it as an opportunity to feel all that hurt. Get juicy with it, get your fingers in it, get your hands in that gore of your own emotions, okay? And feel it, and got to feel it to heal it. I want to say it feels messy, this energy today. It's messy for a reason. It's messy because it needs to be. Don't be scared of getting messy with it, and allow it to heal. We can't heal it until we feel it, so it's okay. Don't hide away from it. Allow it to come up for that healing, my loves, okay? And when we do that, and when we apply all of the beautiful wisdom that we've seen here today in this reading, what we're manifesting with that King of Wands energy, to clarify that, is the world. And that is massive energy. That is major arcana energy coming at you like, yeah, whatever. This is you taking a step through a portal to become a whole new version of yourself, creating a new world for yourself, remembering that the world around you is just a reflection of yourself. So as soon as you've healed it and you've become this beautiful goddess, stepping through a new portal to bring a new world into being around yourself. This is about getting out there. This is about getting out of your comfort zone. This is again about being bold and confident. This is about creativity. This is about travel. This is about movement. This is about joy. Joy, my loves. Bold, courageous, confident. Because you'll have healed all those hurts. You'll have come out the other side of it, and you'll be, I know it's the cliche, but you will be literally so much stronger. So much stronger than if you carry on hiding, so much stronger than you were before you ever experienced the pain. So bless the pain, bless the darkness, bless the lessons, bless the heartache, and ask your guides to bring you through the other side of that. Absolutely triumphant. Triumphant as that King of Wands, triumphant as that figure in the World card. Extra card came up for consideration for us, and it was a Four of Cups. This is a beautiful Four of Cups, this one. Okay. It's got some people doing some, it's got quite a springtime feel to it. I was looking at it the other day and thought, oh, that's quite a springtime feel. Just because they're planting seeds in the garden or taking care of some little plants or whatever. You might actually be doing some of that kind of activity. This might be a resonance for you, or spirit. If that's the truth, then this is spirit asking you to pay attention to this reading. There's something deep in it for you. The Four of Cups speaks about looking for an answer and looking, and sometimes we can try too hard looking for an answer. We've got those three cups in front of her there, and it's like, well, which one? Is it this one, this one, this one? What she hasn't noticed is the Divine is bringing her this huge cup from behind, that's bigger than those three, better than those three, and is the right cup for her to be using right now. She's not even noticed it because she's so busy concentrating and looking at, well, should I be doing this? Shall I be doing that? Shall I be doing that? And I'm doing that. And it's like, do you know what? At some point there's going to be a serendipitous turn of events that's going to make her turn around and see this huge cup that was there all along, and this represents love. The cups represent love in the tarot, so this is maybe somebody looking in the wrong places for love. Okay, and yeah, there's a kind of love in those cups. It's sort of like a settling energy of love, you know, it'll do sort of thing. But there's this other cup that's really meant for you that you're not seeing or you've not noticed yet. And maybe there's a reason why you haven't noticed it yet. Maybe the timing's not quite right, but it's waiting for you. And the universe and your higher self are trying to guide you to it. Okay. It's a very magical card. I call it my magical twists and turns energy, that one. Anyway, my loves, I hope you've enjoyed that little tarot reading for you on Valentine's Day. Please give me the thumbs up, please give me the like, please give me the share, as I say. I'm going to go in now with brand new Goddess cards from Soul and Spirit magazine. Let's see what comes up for our beautiful people today. Right, the Goddess cards, Goddess messages, very inspiring messages. Let's see. They serve me half as well as the angel blessing ones from Soul and Spirit have over the years. We'll be on to a winner with them. That's what I thought when I put it in the basket. I am worthy enough to speak my truth. Oh, that's an interesting one. I am worthy enough to speak my truth is your Goddess message today. Now, that, I don't know why, but that's provoking things in me. That's provoking, what's that, my darlings? It's like an energy of, maybe you've turned a blind eye. Maybe somebody has turned a blind eye to somebody's behaviour. Maybe somebody's put up with something for too long. Maybe somebody's always put a brave smile on, so as perhaps other people in the family or the circle of friends doesn't know how bad things are. I'm just getting an energy of that there, and I'm feeling that for you, whoever that is. You are worthy enough to speak your truth. Okay, I'm getting that hermit energy with it. Forgiving and letting go, healing something in the past to move forward to the future. There's something similar about these two energies. This is a deep hurt. I mean, we've moved through this reading very quickly, but that doesn't mean that I've taken it lightly. The Seven of Swords is a big hurt. Okay, it's left you feeling stuck in the Two of Swords. In your heart, you know you're ready to move on. In your heart, you know you're ready. Your cup is full as that Queen of Cups. Okay, but there's something you need to speak up about, either to the person's face, to other people around you, or probably a bit of both, which is the truth. And that can be really hard because you feel like you're going to be judged. You feel like perhaps you're not even going to be believed. Other people will say you're being dramatic. A person who's hurt you may be gaslighting you. And God knows I've been in that dynamic also, and I know how hard that is. And might sort of try to make out like you're making things up, or that you know are not truthful or whatever. Please take courage, because as soon as you open your mouth and you start to speak the truth about these things, you will know that the universe is backing you up. You will know that the guides and the angels are 100% backing you up, and you will feel it. And once it's out there, it's sort of like, oh, well, that was easier than I thought. Well, that went better than I thought. Even though you might still come up, I'm not saying you're not going to come up against bad attitudes or misunderstandings within that dynamic. It feels like, I love there's a waning moon here as well. As the moon wanes out, we need to do this. A good time to do it is shown us. And the way this candlelight is just smashing across there, it's almost blending in with our hermit energy candle. Okay, it's this strong energy. This is something you really need to face up to, my loves. It's time to speak up. It's time to speak your truth. You're worthy of that, okay? Whether people want to take that around you, want to take that on board, want to twist it, want to not see it or not, the right people will support you. The right people will be there for you, okay? At the end of the day, you've got to show up for yourself. You've got to show up for yourself first. And that is the way it works. And it can be scary, and my heart goes out to you. And if you are facing any problems where you feel like you're in an abusive situation, or you're trapped, or any of those kinds of feelings, please reach out to me. Anything you tell me will be in 100% confidence, and I will always guide you in the right direction to get professional free help. Okay, my darlings, so it is. And so it is. You're on the path to healing. You're on the path to healing, and better things are coming in for you. Get out your comfort zone. Heal this. Heal this. And part of the healing is speaking up about something. Very, very powerful. Speak your truth. Okay. Whatever that is. Angels. Right. Romance angels. Got another story. We're picking up another... This is why my energy's so scattered here. I'm picking up so many different people's energies. Right. On another story, or it might it might sink in with that for you. Please let me know how it is resonating with you. Flying out of the Romance Angels pack on Valentine's Day, we've got a reconciliation. So if you're wondering if there's a chance of reconciliation with somebody, there is. This is your confirmation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Now you may I don't want them to return. I don't want them, Tash. I don't want them, but they're going to. So it's best to be forewarned. You don't have to let them into your life again. You don't have to start a new thing with them just because they've showed up, just because that's come up in the angel cards. It's just a warning that they're thinking of it, that they're coming towards you. This is a relationship that has been influenced in the past by religious upbringing and spiritual path. All right. You may have been from very different backgrounds. There may have been a religious reason why you went your separate ways because it was too complicated to be together or something of that nature. But also, the lessons that you are learning in love are always part of your spiritual path. Nothing can show us or open us up to our spiritual path and our healing and our ascension better than loving somebody else. And it's a brave and messy thing to do, for sure, but it's the truth. I'll ask for a little bit more around that. Anything else from the Romance Angels today? Tarot by the Moon on Valentine's Day. There's a few. Okay, my loves, here we go. Let's see what we got for you. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Somebody's going on a holiday or a honeymoon. Perhaps you're going on a honeymoon, somebody is going on a holiday or a honeymoon, and that's a chance to rekindle something, spark something up, okay? These two came out upside down, so I'm going to take these as a separate thread, okay? What have I said all the way through? And we already know, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Right on, word. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Somebody might want to, this is what I mean about those sorts of vibes I was feeling down the supermarket earlier on. Somebody might want to really make a romantic gesture to you. Somebody would probably love nothing more than to send you a bunch of red roses or buy you some nice champagne or treat you to a nice time or whatever. Maybe they simply can't afford it right now. And maybe you should have been giving attention to somebody. Maybe somebody's been flirting with you, but you haven't been reciprocating it because you're so busy concentrating on your finances and career right now. And I feel like a lot of people are, because it's the times we're living in. It's, you know, the price of everything's going up. Nobody's got any or much more money than they had before. So everybody's trying to focus their energy on keeping things together. So I feel like that's quite strong energy at the minute, and it's been coming in into a lot of people's love readings, I have to say as well. So love yourself first on finances and career. It's okay. You don't have to fall in love right now. If it's not the right thing for you to do, if you need to focus on other areas of your life, that's fine. You don't need to chase after love. What's meant for you will attract you. It'll find you, and that'll be yours, you know. In the meantime, if you're single and you're loving it and you're happy, love yourself first. It always makes you more attractive. Amen to that. Underneath the pack, wanted to show yourself to me. So for somebody, your soulmate may be different from your usual type. Keep an open mind. Soulmate might be different from your usual type. There you go. Very often it is. I'm going to, just for nostalgia, because those are the brand new Goddess cards. But the Angel Blessing cards also come from Soul Spirit magazine, and I just thought, I don't know why, I wanted to do an old school deck of cards and a new deck of cards, an old school deck of Oracle cards and a new deck of Oracle cards. There's something in that. I think what's in that, my darlings, is that we let, like I said in the preamble, there's a sense of letting go of the old roles, the old ways of looking at Valentine's Day, the old ways of what part you played in that. And there's something there as well that came up in the reading about letting the past, looking back to the past to heal the future. So I don't know why I had to include one old tarot deck, one new tarot deck, one old. I don't know. Take it as it resonates, as I say. Right, true light. Are you afraid of expressing your gifts? It's time to step into the light. I always take this as psychic gifts whenever I've looked at that one. It certainly helped me along my path with releasing my psychic gifts, because it's one that came up for me quite regularly when I was learning to be a little bit more confident with that kind of thing. But I also feel like somebody is holding back on reciprocating love. You can use excuses like, oh, well, I'm busy, I'm focusing on my finances and career right now because that's what everybody's got to do. But really deep down, I think you're just scared to look at your own wounding, which we've already talked about, which is begging to come up and be healed. And also you're gonna turn away a person that's absolutely fabulous and has got your best interests at heart. Friendship. Be with friends who will support and strengthen your solar plexus chakra. Don't forget, can love our friends too, okay? The love we get from our friends is just as important as any other love in our life. And sometimes when our love lives are not going the best, our family lives are not going best, it's always our friends that are there, you know. So allow them to strengthen. There's something there about that solar plexus. Again, coming up, I mentioned the solar plexus chakra earlier on, and that was coming up at the end of the reading in angel cards, and that was around healing this past hurt and allowing it to heal, and a time for healing. Spend time with your friends, reach out to your friends and strengthen yourself. Is there anything else coming in from the angel blessing oracle cards today? There we are. Release. Grasping tightly onto anything only keeps you trapped. Let go of your attachments. Perfect energy as we come into this waning moon. Okay, waning moon in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, very adventurous, very fun-loving. All of those sorts of quite giddy kind of energy, quite fiery, but in a very playful way, and all of that. Okay, beautiful energy. Also the energy of the alchemist, of an alchemist in the tarot, which is about transfiguring energy. So if you are in a relationship, swim in it, enjoy it. Time for transfiguring something. Time for transfiguring energy. All right. Moon in Sagittarius. Releasing moon in Sagittarius. So release it. I'm just thinking of the temperance energy, where she's pouring it back into that cup. Release it. And let it be transfigured into something else, okay? Let it be transfigured into something else. Speak up, speak your truth. You're worthy of speaking your truth. You're worthy of forgiving people that have hurt you. You're worthy of reconciling if that's what you want to do. You're worthy of finding a soulmate if that's what you want to do. Always love yourself first. Always love yourself first. Okay, my loves. I hope you enjoyed my little reading. If you did want a personal reading, I'd be more than happy to do that. Please don't give any money to anyone over the internet pretending to be me and coming forward and asking if you want a tarot reading, because it won't be me. You'll be getting scammed. The only way to get a tarot reading with me is to actually respond to the email address provided in the box below, and I will set that up for you and you will know that it's me. Yeah, so I was going to say apologies for my crazy, erratic sort of energy, but I'm not going to apologise for it. I'm going to be completely unapologetic. It is what it is. I'm channeling the energies, and we're in Sagittarius, we're in a waning moon, and it's Valentine's Day, and we're just saying goodbye to Aquarius and integrating that, and we're just getting on the cusp of coming into Pisces. And I've got nothing. I just realised that I've got absolutely nothing to apologise for, but I'm very, very humble and grateful to each and every one of you for giving me your time, your patience and your love. And I mean that on Valentine's Day and every day. I love each one of you from the bottom of my heart. So go out there and embody love and love yourself and shine your beautiful lights. Happy Valentine's Day, and so it is.